Oh,
Hello, Nyan. How are you?
very good.
Amazing, fantastic. Welcome to the class one more time. I hope you're fine as it is supposed to be. So today we are having a new lesson, but I like to ask you before the magic question of all time. So can you tell me what do you remember about our last lesson?
Last lesson, invitation, right?
All right, correct. Invitation, all right? So in addition to this, we have a homework. Did you manage to do the homework?
No, you didn't give me homework.
Really?
Yeah. Wait.
Was was that a formal invitation?
No, I think that not because I cannot see the picture in the group and in.
Let me
I
see.
just
Let me see if I made a mistake and I sent it to somebody else. That could have been
look
a reason.
look at the Zalo group.
Okay. No problem. So I will reassign you today. No problem. So let me see. So, anyways, so let's get started with this class. So can you tell me all the information you learned before in our last class?
Oh,
What
and
do you,
say again.
can you tell me the informations that you remember from our previous class?
Um, the invitation is like
Invitation, all right. And
instead
what
we want to invite people to to let's say to an event
to an event?
to
That's right. So let me ask you a question. I have a question for you, Nyan. All right. Necessarily, all right. Do we necessarily, when we're gonna create, when we are going to make an invitation, the the invitation necessarily has to be informal, or it can be either formal or informal. What's your opinion?
what can you say again, please repeat it again.
Okay, my question is the following. If somebody, if one, if you want to create an invitation, all right, in your case, or let me tell you something, I'm gonna change this question. I'm gonna make it different, all right? For example, all right, in your opinion, what are the types of invitations? Do you think are there invitations formal and informal?
I think so.
That is correct. All right. That is correct. The invitations are formal and informal. So you can make an invitation even in a piece of paper or maybe informal invitation. But there are some other invitations, all right, that can be sent from one company to another, from one institution to another, from certain faculty to another faculty, or from a person to a faculty or company, etc. This type of invitation requires more formality, all right? The other ones, for example, a birthday invitation cannot be compared with an invitation to an event from, for example, a company is inviting, a company is inviting a manager to an activity. That invitation might be formal because of the nature of the document. You got my point?
Yes.
Nice. All right. So let's get started with our class. So let me just show you here. I will share my screen to you. Just give me just 1 second. So do you see my screen?
Yes, I see it.
Let me just go backwards. Okay. In today's class, we're gonna be dealing with Unit 7A. vocabulary and listening. And let's talk about body language. Let me ask you something. What is body language to you, Nyan? Or what do you think it is?
Body language.
In your opinion, I imagine, all right, I imagine you may know what body language is, but I just want to listen Nyan's perspective, Nyan's viewpoints.
You know, so I think that body language is like we use the language. We use the body to describe what we want to say.
Okay, do you think that that using body language, all right, it entails to use our gestures along with our body?
What do you mean?
Okay, let me ask you again. Do you think, all right, using body language, all right, using body language, okay, is like not only using our parts of the body, but also our gestures, facial expressions.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. This is what we like. This is what I wanted to ask you to. Any opinion about body language?
No.
What let me ask you something. In your opinion, personal question. What is the intention of using body language?
Invitation. Wait, what does that mean?
Once again, what is the intention? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of people using body language?
Like, what? Why do you
Why do they use body language for?
to describe something?
To describe something
Body and
with
face
with our
reaction.
body, with our body and face, facial expressions, all right? Maybe I see you like automatically I can see you're sad. Maybe I see you happy, laughing, smiling. And because of this, you're saying to me, even you are not talking, that you're happy. All right.
Okay. All right.
So and that's very important. All right. It's also used in different types of communications. I don't know if you have this in Vietnam, but at least here in America, we do have, for example, people talking in the news and they have they have also sign language, which is actually pretty much the use of body language, but with fingers and all that. And people use translations from especially spoken language in the news to body language for people that has problem to listen. Let's start with this class. So look at what we are going to do now. We are going to match the pictures with the gestures below. And I'd like to ask you something which can be used as a greeting. So we have backhand, bow, hug, kiss, nod.
Or all of that, right? Number one, right?
So in your opinion, let me see. This one, which one is number one?
About number two is number four is hug. Number five is not. Number
Well,
seven.
actually, number five is wink.
What?
Number
Number five or number four? I mean, number four is hug.
okay.
Number five is wait. Wait is number three. Number eight is kiss. Number seven is pointing. Number six is not. And number two is wink. Number two is beckon.
Backhand. Look at there. Number five, as I told you, this is wink, like I said before. Number one is bow. All right, like you bow. Usually, let me tell you something. What happened is that greeting people, it depends on the culture and depends also in on the country. All right. So, and when it comes to greeting, let me give you some examples. For example, we have the number one. This one is bow. In countries such as Japan, I don't know if there in Vietnam you have it like that. I think in China as well. So they bow to show reverence for the other person. You got me?
Yes.
As showing respect to the other person. So beckon, I don't know which country does it, but actually maybe it might be another greeting. So wave, that is number three. When you say, at least here in America and many other countries and continents in the world, so they say hi, hug. Yeah, that's very
Okay.
common. I don't know if you guys hug in Vietnam. I imagine you do. Wink. I never seen any concert like that. So maybe if there is one, I don't know.
Okay.
Or do you know any country that greets people like that?
No.
It's funny. Not all right. Nothing. Do you know any country that greets people like this?
Mm,
Number six.
mm, no. 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 No.
Actually, you know which country does it?
No.
India.
India.
All right. Number India, they know like that. Sometimes they say yes, and for us in America, it's no. You know, when you say like no, Nyan, did you do your homework?
No.
No. For in India, yeah, this nodding is yes. Because I remember a friend of mine from India. I'm not criticizing. The thing is that I have another friend asking him a question, and he was like, yes, 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 yes. And then my friend said, yes or no? Yes. And then the thing is that because of a cultural pattern, the nothing is a common greeting in actually in India. Let's continue. So number 7 point. I don't think it might be a greeting. No, in my opinion, I don't think. What do you think about it? Do you know any
No.
country that? What about
No.
kiss?
No.
Actually, here in America, well, and you in Europe as well, it's a greeting. Hello, Yan. Kiss over here. In Europe is different. Is double kiss, one here and the other one here
Okay.
in your chins like this. Mwah. It's a kiss. It's a kiss. So it has to do with the cultures. All right. There are some countries. All right. There are some countries that you cannot uh, share your hands with somebody else. For example, if you go to the Middle East, to United Arab Emirates, or I think it's Saudi Arabia, or maybe the Emirates, you cannot give your hands like this. Like, hi, Nyan. Like, say hi with your hands because you can go to jail.
Okay.
If you say hi, I don't, do you guys agree like that in Vietnam with handshaking?
No, we just say hello like
Or
this.
you don't touch your hands?
Um, like this.
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course.
But I remember, I think Chinese people, do you know? Well, actually, let me ask you something. Do you live next to China? I think your country is next to China, right? You
Yes.
guys, I think you guys are bordered by China. Am I correct?
What?
I think you guys are bordered by China, which means you have a border in common. You have a common border with China.
I I don't know about that.
In other words, China is next to your country.
I don't know. I don't know about this.
Well,
Because I'm not good at history or culture.
geography.
Yeah.
That's part of social studies. Well, I think Vietnam is next to China. I think. Yeah, I'm almost sure. Then I remember I have a friend of mine, I think in China, they do not give a handshake. Like, hey, teacher Alexis. All right.
Mhm.
They don't do that. Because I remember when I used to work I used to work in a cruise line with people of 70 nationalities, people from 70 countries, 70 different nationalities. And I have a friend of mine, a Chinese girl. I was saying, hey, hello, so and so. And she did say to me, I'm sorry, but we do not we do not greet like this. Oh, really? Oh, that's new to me. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
that's new to me too.
Yeah, well, actually, she told me that. I don't know whether it was on her province, state, or I don't know, or maybe in China, but she told me that. And that's what I'm saying. That is why I'm saying that the greatest has to do. There is something that has to do with cultural patterns. All right, with culture,
Okay.
and then gestures can be used as a greeting, bow, wink, wave, nod, hug,
Wait,
and
just
kiss.
can I ask again, what do you mean in like China? What? Like same culture, right?
Sorry?
What do you mean in like China have same something?
No.
Like that's the new word. That's the new word to me.
Oh,
Can
you
you
mean like border?
can you type it in the chat?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. I was saying to you that China is border.
That's like new word to me.
Yeah, and you will learn this new word in case that this is the one. Okay, let me write it again. Vietnam is border by China. That's what I'm saying. Well, I was saying, in fact, I think Vietnam is bordered by China.
Border. What's it? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's border. Yeah, that's it's absolutely border in our capital in Hanoi, like in the
Do,
north of Vietnam,
do you
in the
live in
north of
Hanoi?
what?
Do you live in
It's,
Hanoi?
no, I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City. All right. A
Like
very
Vietnam have
popular.
the north and the south, so Hanoi is in the north, but Ho Chi Minh City is in south. It's different.
Okay. Okay. Ho Chi Minh City is a very popular city of
Yeah,
Vietnam. Because all my
I
students
don't
tell
know
me,
why, but it's
many of
bigger.
them, I'm from Ho Chi Minh City. Many students tell me, hey, teacher, I'm from Ho Chi Minh City.
I don't know why, but they choose Hanoi, but not Saigon uh to be the capital because I see in here it's like very popular and everything.
Okay, I see. Well, yeah, let's continue with this exercise. We are going to complete these expressions with parts of the body below, with the parts of the body below. Some expressions use the same parts of the body. Look at this. We have arms, back, hands, head, legs, shoulders, thumbs. So there we have some gestures. And what I want you to do is to tell me the correct option of this one up there, the one above, the option about the words above to complete the exercise. Number one, give a
Give a thumbs up.
thumbs up. That's right, thumbs up. So let me see here. Next one. Okay, let's proceed with the next one. Fold your.
Hello.
Can you hear me well?
Sorry, because the
Bless you.
internet in Vietnam now is not very good, so
No worries. I know that
I
the change in the temperature is not easy. Sometimes when it changes, do you remember myself when I was like, do you remember myself when I was sneezing? Due to the
no,
fact,
I mean that the internet is now is like bad, so
oh,
sometimes it keep stoning, stunning, like just
okay. I'm telling you, well, I thought you were talking about your health. Let me see. The next one, fold your.
fold your shoulder, fold your back
Arms. Fold
arms,
your arms. Cross your
hands.
legs. Arms. Okay. Cross
How
your.
to cross your legs?
Yeah, it's kind of like you sit down and you cross your legs or your arms. Like if somebody's the intimidating person, maybe sometimes you're gonna have a picture and you're gonna be like, you cross your arms to show yourself like more intimidating. All right. So sometimes people do that. Just trying to pose for a picture. Okay, hold.
What? Hold, 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 hold hands,
Hold hands. Shake.
shake hands.
Shake hands. All right. We usually, I think that we usually use shake hands or hands shaken. Shake your
And
head. Shake your head. Okay. Pat somebody on the.
pat body on the back, on the shoulder. What
Uh,
pat is like that?
back. Right here. Right here. Back. Okay. Pat somebody on the back or head.
Okay,
Okay. Shrug your
shoulder.
shoulder. That's right. Shrug your shoulder. Okay. So allow me 1 second. Nyan, can you give me 1 second real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking and I thought you were listening to me. It was mute. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's continue, right? Next one. Listen, I was saying, I'm sorry, you could not hear me because it was mute. I was saying to you, all right, now we are going to listen and repeat all the gestures in exercise 1 and 2. All right, we are going to mime the gestures as you say them. Listen carefully. So we're gonna practice that. Show me your talent.
Unit 7, Lesson 7A, Exercise 3.
Beckon. Bow.
Okay.
Hug. Kiss.
Okay.
Nod. Point. Wave. Wink. Give a thumbs up. Hold your arms. Cross your legs.
Cross your legs. I gotta see
Cross
your
your
legs.
arms.
Cross your arms. Cross your arms.
Hold hands.
Hold her hands.
Shake hands. Shake your head.
Shake your head.
Pat somebody on the back.
Yourself. Like
Pat
that.
somebody on the head.
On the head.
Shrug your shoulders.
Your shoulders. Nice. You did it well. Okay, look at there. Look at there. We are going to label this. We are going to label this these pictures with the right words. So let me see if I can put this down here. Okay, so number 1, look at the words over here, and then I want you to label the words. I made a picture.
Hold hands. Number 1.
Number
hold
1,
hands.
okay, so the number 1 you say hold hands, that's right.
Number 2 is give a thumbs up.
Give a thumbs up, that's right. Number 3, that's easy.
Cross your hand.
Okay, fold your arms.
Hold your arms.
Yeah, like this, all right? So number 4.
Number 4, he's smiling.
Okay, number 4, shake your head. As you can see, these 2 small arrows, one to the right, one to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right. Okay, so I think we need some music in this class.
Number 5 is pat somebody on the back.
Pat somebody on the back. Hey, Yan, how are you? All good? This way. Then you pat this person on the back.
Cross your legs.
Cross your legs. And then number 7.
Shake hands.
Shake hands. And I consider that shaking hands is very formal. It's a very formal greeting. Some countries do not use it.
Shrug your shoulders.
Okay. Let's see. Shrug your shoulder, like, and then you shrug your shoulders. Okay, listen to 3 people talking about customs in their countries, and then match the 2 halves of the sentences. Look at this. Number 1, listen carefully, right?
Lesson 7A, Exercises 4 and 5. Akiko from Japan.
Akiko.
I think that Japanese people are usually very modest and friendly. One of the other nice things about Japanese people is that we're very polite. And we expect other people to be polite too. When you meet someone, you should bow to them, even if you know them quite well. When you greet a woman, you certainly shouldn't kiss her on the cheek, like they do in some Western countries. In lots of countries, people beckon with their fingers when they want to ask someone to come to them. This is not the way we do it in Japan, though, and it is considered rude. We wave our hands back and forward with our fingers pointing to the floor.
Marco, from Italy.
I think that Italian people are very warm. I always say that it's the sunny Mediterranean weather that makes us like that. I think we can be quite talkative and we're generally not shy. When Italians meet for the first time, they usually shake hands. We also look directly at each other when we meet somebody. Eye contact is important, and you should smile. Once you get to know someone quite well, you can kiss them, usually 2 kisses on the cheeks, starting
Yes,
with the left cheek.
only one.
Men don't always kiss each other. They sometimes shake hands and often pat each other on the back or the
That's
arm
right.
instead.
Abdullah, from Saudi Arabia.
Listen to this.
Greetings are very important and generally quite formal in Saudi Arabia. Men shake hands every time they meet and sometimes when they say goodbye too. This happens wherever the meeting takes place. In the street, at work, at home. I think it is respectful. If men know each other well, they often kiss each other on the cheeks. Usually once on each cheek, but sometimes 3 or 4 times.
Oh, wow.
We also say a number of fixed greetings and responses, and this can take quite a long time, which surprises many foreigners. And a man must never touch a woman in public. That is completely unacceptable, even if he has been introduced to her.
That is a big problem. Not even like, hi, man, how are you? Don't try to do that in Saudi Arabia. That is what I would say. Maybe from one man to another, but from a man to a lady, this is something that is even, I think it's forbidden by law. Did you understand that?
Yes. No.
Okay. The first lady, I think she kind of sounds like Asuka or kind of like Shinsuke Nakamura. Do you know Shinsuke Nakamura?
Jamora.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Kamora. What is
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Is it a city?
No, he's a person. He's a Japanese athlete. She's a Japanese sports person, and Asuka too. He's a member of the. He's an active member of the WWE.
WWE.
Yeah, Worldwide Entertainment.
I not often watch WWE because like
It's
so
violent. It's violent. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I do not follow WWE so much, but sometimes friend of mine, when they are at their homes, they follow WWE, and it's kind of like he's there, but I don't know, tap my eyes like, okay, WWE is there, just my friends, and then because I'm there, I have no more remedy. It happens. Let's continue. All right, let's go ahead with
but
this.
do they kill people? Like sometimes accidentally kills people in WWE.
It's kind of like, I don't like so much that, because it's violent, like I said. But, sometimes I am with friend of mine. My friends, sometimes they are watching this on YouTube or maybe on their TVs when I go visit their house, their home. And I'm like, man, are you looking at it?
Oh, that's so bad. I don't want to food.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's do this exercise. Akiko thinks that Japanese people are
Polite, formal, and respectful.
Marco thinks that Italian people are
formal and respectful.
Marco thinks that Italian people are.
Italian, warm and talkative.
Abdullah thinks that Saudi Arabians people are.
Polite and modest.
All right, so look at this. First one, all right, polite and modest. Second one, all right, warm and talkative. And finally, C. All right, so C is gonna be, okay, C is gonna be polite. Okay, C is gonna be formal and respectful. Okay, so look at there and listen carefully. I want you to listen this carefully. You are going to choose the correct words and listen again and check. All right.
Lesson 7A. Exercises
What's happened? Listen carefully one more time.
4 and 5. Akiko from Japan.
Okay.
I think that Japanese people are usually very modest and friendly. One of the other nice things about Japanese people is that we're very polite. And we expect other people to be polite too. When you meet someone, you should bow to them, even if you know them quite well. When you greet a woman, you certainly shouldn't kiss her on the cheek, like they do in some Western countries. In lots of countries, people beckon with their fingers when they want to ask someone to come to them. This is not the way we do it in Japan, though, and it is considered rude. We wave our hands back and forward with our fingers pointing to the floor.
Marco from Italy.
I think that Italian people are very warm. I always say that it's the sunny Mediterranean weather that makes us like that. I think we can be quite talkative and we're generally not shy. When Italians meet for the first time, they usually shake hands. We also look directly at each other when we meet somebody. Eye contact is important, and you should smile. Once you get to know someone quite well, you can kiss them, usually 2 kisses on the cheeks, starting with the left cheek. Men don't always kiss each other. They sometimes shake hands and often pat each other on the back or the arm instead.
Abdullah from Saudi Arabia.
Greetings are very important and generally quite formal in Saudi Arabia. Men shake hands every time they meet and sometimes when they say goodbye too. This happens wherever the meeting takes place. In the street, at work, at home. I think it is respectful. If men know each other well, they often kiss each other on the cheeks, usually once on each cheek, but sometimes 3 or 4 times. We also say a number of fixed greetings and responses, and this can take quite a long time, which surprises many foreigners. And a man must never touch a woman in public. That is completely unacceptable, even if he has been introduced to her.
Okay, so now let's choose the correct action. Now that we listened to all that, so let's listen how well you do that. All right, let's start. In Japan, when you meet a woman, you should
Oh,
bow or kiss her on the cheek.
bow.
Bow, that's right. It is okay or not okay to beckon someone with your fingers in Japan.
Okay.
Not okay. Italians usually shake hands every time they meet.
When they meet for the first time.
Okay. When they meet for the first time.
When Italian kissed.
When Italian kiss, they usually start
On the left.
on the right, on the right or on the left cheek. What do you think?
Left.
Left cheek. All right. In Italy, men sometimes greet each other with a hug and pat on the back as here in America?
Pat on the back.
What do you think?
Pat on the back.
Pat, like, hey, Nyan, how are you?
Yeah. A pat on the back.
Pat on the back. In Saudi Arabia, men shake hands when they meet, but not or and sometimes when they say goodbye.
But not.
And sometimes when they say goodbye. Okay, Saudi male friends sometimes or always kiss more than once when they meet. Sometimes, all right? Here is opposite. Here is different. Maybe like ladies to another lady, or maybe ladies to boys. Yeah, they do. Man to man, we don't do. Okay, answer the questions. All right. How do you greet people? Let me ask you these questions, all right? So number one, okay, how do you greet people you see every day?
Hello.
Hello, Nian, how are you? How do you
Yeah.
greet friends? How do you greet friends and family that you haven't seen for a few weeks?
Hello.
So I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Oh, Nian, a long time I don't, you know, I'd say like, hey, Nian, a long time I not see you. How you doing? You know, it's like warmer.
Messenger. All times we need it.
So in America, we are very expressive. So number three, how do you greet an adult or girl of your own age or a boy of your own age when you meet them for the first time?
Hello.
Same
How
way?
are you? Yes. That's my voice. Just hello. 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 Yeah, just like you. Hello, Nyan. How are you? I'm very good. Oh, that's make me so happy.
Amazing. So, Nyan, look at this. Let me see. Oh my God, I think we're running out of time.
What? So what? No.
Let me see. So look at this. We are going to label the pictures with the phrasal verbs below. So look at there. The first one. What do you think it may be?
Turn over.
Say it again.
Turn over. Turn around.
Turn over. All right. Number two.
Hold on your arms.
Hold down your arms. That's right. Number three.
Lift up your foot.
Lift up your foot. All right. Lift up your foot. Number four.
Sit down.
Stand up.
Now stand. Oh.
Number eight.
Down, lie down.
But I'm sorry. Number five.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah, I know it's confusing because in the way the proper order is like this one, number five.
Sit down. Number 7.
Number 5, bend down.
Turn around. Turn around.
Okay.
Turn around.
Okay.
Put up. Number 8 is lying down. Number 9 is put on your hand, and number 10 is stand up.
Sit up.
Sit up. Sit up.
Sit up. Amazing.
Amazing.
So, okay, so let's see here. So, okay, so I'm gonna just give you this as a homework as we are running a bit out of time. Let me see, just to make sure. Okay, so Nyan, this one is gonna be your homework, okay? Let me just share it to you. Give me a second. I'll give you this one as a homework, and you will send me the right answers to my through Zalo as usual. Give me a second. Okay, you will choose the correct phrase
Okay, thank you.
to complete the exercise. Let me show you this. Okay, allow me 1 second. Yan, can you please tell me what did we learn today in this amazing lesson?
In this lesson, we learn about how people greetings by body language.
How people greet using by using body. Okay, and can you tell me how do people greet in Vietnam?
Shake hands.
Oh, shaking hands, right? So, well, Nyan, anyways, so look at this, what I'm gonna do. Give me 1 second. Just let me know. I just want to make sure that you receive, all right, my homework. Because sometimes, I like to make sure that you receive a homework. Because sometimes, I have so many things, and sometimes I have sent homeworks by mistake, of course, because I have another class and time is running away. And that's why I like to make sure that you receive the homework to avoid potential inconvenience.
Yes, I received it.
Okay, that is there now. Did you see it? Okay. Oh, well, Nyan. Thank you so much and goodbye.